next level.
Penn with a move now, right side. Just under 23 minutes remaining here in the first act.
Now, having said that, about all the touches that he's getting in by withdrawing, coming back into midfield, Pitt is also not has really not done a great job in identifying him uh, coming back into the midfield and keeping him because he's turning with the ball a lot as he gets into the midfield.
Ben Doe racing into the corner. Thought might have been a hair offside, but the flag stays down. Doe works the corner, and the ball goes into the back netting.
I love the way that Penn has gotten behind them because they've been well measured passes. But then really the key point in making a good, well measured pass behind the defense, it's the pass, but it's the starting point of the person running onto the pass. And if the player running onto the pass gives the passer a good starting point, it's usually a lot more successful.
Jack Ryan Jeremiah sends one up and across, bouncing around in front, but right to the awaiting
That's a
gloves
great name, by the
of
way.
Mr. Jack Moxham. Which one's
Jack
that?
Ryan, Jeremiah. I could have gone places in life with a name like that.
Shot goes just wide to the right. It bounced off the back wall for a second. I thought it went in and nobody moved.
As we were
That got me for a few seconds there.
extolling the praises of Jack Ryan Jeremiah, I Pitt caught Penn sleeping a little bit. A great ball by Gilman, and a well measured ball again, and he put Luis Samkow through, and it really should be 1-0 right now. Tough chance to miss.
Samkow already has a goal on this season. That one did not miss the target by much. Mr. Falcon, left foot, a little bit of a line drive through midfield. Penn will try to advance. Kelly will charge and challenge the play. The goalkeeper, and he's pretty quick with it. Ball through midfield again. Good crowd on hand here at Rhodes Field.
A rather subdued and quiet crowd. I know that
The holiday weekend. I mean, I'm sure you have plans for tomorrow. This one over left side. Falcon wasn't sure, got the hand up just in case, ready to cover the far post and far corner, but to no need as this one goes out of bounds.
La-
He'll take the goal kick. 20 minutes left to go.
Lassie Dahl, the Danish right wing, the number 7 position, when it didn't strike on the ball. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a strike on goal.
Meant for a cross, but it wound up being a
It
strike
was
on
very,
goal, maybe.
yeah, but it was very close and very.
And even then, like you saw Falcon react kind of last minute as he started to move. It's like, where is it? And the hand goes up in prepare, but nonetheless, out of bounds. Penn put it up. Pitt has it back on their side. They're going to try to re-advance.
So while Penn has done a good job on several occasions with balls played in behind the defense, um, center back and captain Jackson Gillum, product of the Philadelphia Union, has done a really good job of his starting points in making sure that some of these balls don't beat him.
See what it does. I mean, knowing that you're going to go somewhere after this is definitely a nice problem to have, I guess you could say. But still, you got some work to do here right now. Still, zeros to the scoreboard. 18:45 left to go here in the first half. Charlie Inverso, Dan Fritz, Gary Edley were here with us as well, along with the great staff, the Ivy League Network, here for our opening night back at Rhodes Field, the start of the 2024 campaign. New student orientation already in the books for Penn. It was great to see some of the staff members and the video content on the social media sides. This one headed up over right. Dahl tried to take a swipe at it. He goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Quakers.
Nice little attack by Penn there, and it all started with a ball out of the back by Danielle Gamboa Gonzalez, um, and very few times Penn has had the ability, Pitt has had the ability to turn with the ball in the midfield. They did on that occasion, and it was profitable for them.
Was profitable. They can get the deal sealed. That's ultimately what they would like. As the sun's setting, lights were on at the start of the game. Beautiful clouds and reflection in the background as Mr. Falcon will set this one up. He'll skim this one, didn't like it. You can hear him from here. Going to want that one back later. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him as well, but here come the Panthers with it. Panthers left side trying for a cross. Nice sliding tackle. It goes out of bounds. Pitt will take the corner.
Yeah, Thornton has been a thorn in the side of on the right side of the Penn defense. And again, he's a player that we touted in the beginning. Already got 2 goals and an assist on the season.
Under 17 minutes as the visiting side sets up for the third corner kick of the evening. Left foot bending ball, middle of the box. Bouncing around. Penn does well to get it off the front porch, and the Panthers will reset from the circle.
Like to see that one again. I think Phil Falcon struggled with just the traffic that Pitt presented to them on that corner kick. So a lot of times, Dan, on a corner kick goal, it's not the direct result of a goalkeeper mistake. It's more of failing to deal with the traffic. So many bodies in there, um, and your footwork has to be exact. Timing has to be exact to be able to get to that ball. It looked like it was played within his reach and in his range.
So coming off for Penn, Patrick Kaeli as well as Erickson Sakalowski. And coming in, Joaquin Nahenke and Brandon Curran will come in for this last part of the first half. 15:40 left to go as Penn's ready for the throw-in just past the Quakers bench. Van Doe heads one up, and we got the first ball back into this area, all the way over there, but nonetheless.
And we're 30 minutes into the match. We have failed to mention this the matchup between 2 of the best coaches in the country.
2 of the best coaches, and also when you go to do the research as far as the history between these 2 teams, there is none. This is the first time these 2 teams have met, although Pittsburgh does have a couple of other instances in which they have taken on Ivy League opponents. The last time was back in 2018. They took on Columbia and won that 1-0. They've also faced off over the years against Dartmouth and Harvard. So Penn being the 4th Ivy League opponent to take on Pitt.
Jay Vidovich in his 9th season with
Mm-hmm.
with the Panthers won a national championship 2007 at Wake Forest.
Nice ball, nice follow through. That one gets deflected as Dahl tried the left boot. Couldn't get it to go. Gilman starts a pass that winds up with Gonzalez. Sends out to the wing. Sorensen. Now here's where you got to watch Pittsburgh. What are they gonna? They're gonna serve at you. Good direction, good redirection. Penn doing well to stay right with it, much to the frustration of the Pittsburgh coaching staff, which is right in front of us.
Yeah, Jay Vidovich, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, left Wake Forest to go into the professional rank. When Joe Luckenbacher, the longtime coach at Pitt, retired, uh, they made a smart move in hiring Jay as they entered into the ACC, and he has brought this team. He had brought the program to prominence. One of the top programs in the country.
And that's the one thing that a lot of fans at home will never get a chance to see. When you start talking with the other coaches that you've encountered or gotten to know over the years through whatever ranks, when we had Rudy Fuller up here as well, the same thing. Watching you guys just talking about the history and the people that made that history, that's something that I wish we could share with the fans at home because that really speaks to the history of the game, whether they be players, whether they be longtime coaches. and then where we're at now here in 2024. So that's why when you two started talking, I could just sit there and watch you guys all day. This one goes in to the 18. Brilliant work by Nahenke to steer it away. Penn with the possession. Little under 13 minutes.
Well, Jay
Little
Vidovich,
contact. Charlie Gaffney went to the ground, bounces right back up. Pitt with the ball.
Jay Vidovich played at Ohio Wesleyan for the legendary Jay Martin, the winningest coach in NCAA college history. And Dan, I will bet you soda you don't know their nickname.
Nope.
Ohio Wesleyan.
Something tells me if it's only a soda on the table, I may not want to know. No, we got a concession stand here tonight? Go find one.
Yeah, Pitt's starting
Foul
to find a
called.
little bit of a rhythm right now, and Ohio Wesleyan are the battling bishop.
I'm sorry,
The battling bishop,
battling bishops. Okay.
Jay Martin, who is still a mentor to Jay Vidovich, his college coach. Coached there for 46 years. I believe has 722 career victories. That's not the only notable mentor that Vidovich has worked on.
Ball off to the right side, 11:30 to go. Pittsburgh putting one in, headed back away by the back line of the Quakers. One hop, Falcon takes to the chest, secures to the ground. We hear the Pittsburgh bench calling for their side to get a little more organized.
Very nice ball floated by Lassie Dahl, the Danish right wing, number 7. Pitt getting their first substitute up.
Dahl is wearing number 22, sir. Less on the other one. There you go. If I don't say something now, you
Stop picking on me.
I'm picking on you, just making point. And for those at home, don't worry, Coach will get his opportunity. Left side, Bento with the Henke. Left side as well. He sends one across up top, bounces and pinballs around. Finally settles at the boot of Aaron Messer. Bendo will try this again. No, chip shot. Top of 18. First header, Pittsburgh. Second one, collision as Messer comes in. No call from the referee. Leo Burney, he sends one looking for Korzanowski. Stiles a little too much. The flag is up. Korzanowski pleading his case that he was in proper spot from Gonzalez. The referee is not having none of it. And Pitt will now make a change. Albert Thorson will come out. Casper Grenning will come in. Grenning with an assist so far this year. 9:17 left to go as play gets back underway.
Pick your poison. Uh, for Pitt, Albert Thorson put in a nice shift there. Dangerous down that left flank. And now Pratt's got to deal with Casper Grenning.
Mocks him. Right foot sends it back to midfield. Gaffney now on the turn. Korzanowski. Little space in the middle. Comes left side. Bendo. Namke. He'll take the trail on the left. Off his head. Doe. Trying to settle. Messer. Nahenke again. Penn not seeing anything they like. They opt back to retreat to midfield. 8:20 left to go. As Connor Dawson. Off a deflection, pop up. Korzanowski first touch header. Comes back down. Foul against Korzanowski. as it looks like little contact, just enough for the referee to bring out the whistle. And Daniel Gamboa Gonzalez will start things back up.
Dan, since
Henke.
Joaquin Dinky has entered the match, he and Ben Does have had a couple of really nice combinations.
They got
Joaquin
some.
on a nice overlapping runs.
And the first card of the night is coming out, and it will go to the Spaniard. Daniel Gamboa Gonzalez gets called for the yellow card, his first of the season, and a set piece opportunity for the Quakers with 7:10 and counting. Where's that? Or is it Villamajana? Walking off the proper 10 yards.
Yeah, we got a big moment in the match here, partner.
It does indeed. And clock ticking down as we're measuring out 10 here. 6:18 and counting.
With a platoon of subs ready to come in and
Oh, yeah.
scores table.
The whistle is sounded, waiting for the kick. The Quakers set. Dancing at the top of the box. Bending ball, the wall. Does its job. Gaffney tries to chip one back up. Mr. Boxham's had enough of it. He'll collect it and send it back on its way under 6 minutes.
So with the 4 players that Brian Gill has coming into the match, now the 6 players he's brought in off the bench. And, something like this is not unusual in pre-conference. First start out, players, in pre-conference, everything is an audition playing
Oh,
as
indeed.
as you move on. Keep in mind they've only had one scrimmage.
And also, as well, if you're getting an opportunity to audition against a number 3 ranked team in the nation, that says a lot for what the coach believe in your skill set. As Penn's trying to get through, a foul is called. Another direct kick, free kick for the Quakers as the whistle will sound for substitutions. So coming in will be Pierce Wagner. Jack Ryan Jeremiah comes out. Red Doe will come out. Gaffney will come out. Mathis Verin will come in. Stas will take the break at 4:30. And Sullivan, Owen Sullivan, the sophomore from Ohio, he will come in. Ball comes in, an opportunity, but headed away by the back line. Quakers still keep it as Leo Burney tries to do his part. It gets deflected out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Quakers with a little over 4 minutes left to go.
Hard to
Year
believe
and a
there's
half.
4 minutes left in the first half. We haven't mentioned that, Leo Burney. We'll touch on him after the break. Um, All-American, one of the best center backs in the country. Very interesting to see how he's going to pair tonight with the other center back, Hunter Dawson. So far so good.
Right now, the second corner opportunity for the Quakers set to come from the left foot of Joaquin Henke. He sets, he plants left foot low inside header, but gets deflected away. The put back right to the breadbasket of the Pittsburgh netminder.
Nice little set piece drawn up. Henke got a little flick on.
And now Pittsburgh's going to try to go the other way. Brilliant header. Pierce Wagner racing right wing. He's got company. Wagner fights all the way through, literally to the corner. Ball still in play. Play on, says the referee. Everyone's looking for a whistle. Nice slide tackle. We're getting a little sporty early. The shot, the score. The Quakers are on the board here in the first half. Penn took advantage of the no whistle that everyone thought was coming. And the Quakers are on top 1-0. Brilliant ball. You see it on your screen. Goes to the back of the net. The slide, the celebration. And the Quakers take the lead. We'll see who gets officially to the word. But now, head coach Brian Gill, yes, you just scored against the number 3 team in the nation. Brian Gill doing the right thing, getting his side to settle in. Jack Wagner comes in, getting his first goal of the season. Wagner coming in off the bench, and like you said before, Coach, you're auditioning for Ivy League conference time. Now, no better item to put on your resume than a goal against the number 3 ranked team in the nation. Now, the big question, what's everybody going to do with it?
Jack Wagner's got the director's attention.
Oh, he's got the director's attention, but he's also got Pittsburgh's attention.
So,
Not sure which one you want right now.
So a quick restart, quick replay, ball played over the top. Good ball, one in the box, watch the pretty play. Wagner was there to knock home the rebound.
Back the other side, and they say corner kick. Let's see where Pitt lines up for this one. This would almost be an opportunity where I think they crowd the inside of the 6. Nice deep ball across the box, bouncing around. Good right foot to get it away. Still pinballing around. Little slide of it, but Penn comes away with it. 4-on-1. As Brandon Curran tried to press forward, he did well to maintain it. Now the Quakers wait for reinforcements as they can transition out to the right side. Now long ball in right side. Pierce Wagner over his head, and the flick goes out of bounds. It'll be a Penn throw in as we have just over 1 minute left to go here in the first 45. Good, strong throw in, bending inside of 18, but nobody there to get anything on the far side. Pittsburgh will set something up to go forward with under 40 seconds left to go.
They're going to give it one last go at goal. I have to say Penn looks like pressure sharper. It's going to be interesting to see what changes are made at halftime.
And that's like I was just getting ready to say. We watched Pitt make the necessary adjustments before throughout this season. It'll be curious to see what Mr. Vinovich will have in store for his boys. Final 10. That went quicker than I thought it was. So now Pittsburgh scrambling, header left side, going to go over the line, and that's how it's going to end. A late goal in the first 45 off of the bench of the Quakers. Penn is up.
Because you have a veteran center back paired up with a center back who's only had 2 previous appearances in a Quaker uniform.
Indeed, and even still, you look at the stats, I mean, we see them on the scoreboard. Penn with 7 shots as the familiar sounds of the freight train behind us. Now we get to go back as far as being at Rhodes Field again. They're right on top of us, so it's a little more up close and personal as we get set to start this second half. Changing things up now. Penn will go left to right. Pittsburgh right to left. Pittsburgh again in the away blue with yellow gold. Penn in the home whites with blue trim. Dan Fritz, Charlie Inverso, Gary Edley, our phenomenal game day staff here at the home of the Ivy League Network, ESPN Plus, doing yeoman's duty and getting things taken care of this evening as we're moments away from the first touch for that second half.
Beautiful evening for soccer, partner.
Oh, well, I mean, anytime you get back on campus, it's always a beautiful evening.
And happy 1st of September.
And happy 1st of September. As we found out, for those of you that travel the New Jersey, Philadelphia area, the tolls went up today.
You do know September 1st means you can't wear white pants anymore.
You just showed your age. Folks, I wish you had a camera on us to look I just had on my face. Okay,
but thought of you in white pants?
I was going to say, yeah, the thought of me in white pants. Thank you. No, what are you looking at? Everyone's looking at us right now. Look at me like I got 3 heads. Why don't you? See, that's what I meant, folks. Coach will get his opportunities. Just came through in one.
For the Pittsburgh fans, if you don't know Dan Fritz, he is a legend in this area.
Here we go.
When he
now,
shows
see, this
up,
is why I don't wear white pants, because you shovel it like that, and there's no saving the pants. Oh, look, a soccer game back underway here in Philadelphia. Penn coming out early, trying to get a first strike. This ball down to the left side into the corner, and they'll curl off and go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the visitors in the early moments. Now, you said a nice night for soccer. We started at 84 and partly cloudy. It's dropped a whopping 2 degrees. Still humid. Not comfortable.
I actually have to disagree with you. Very.
Hey, if you think this is comfortable
out here. Let's see what the energy level now comes out again. You know, we talked about this, but we can't beat it. We can't beat a dead horse about Pitt playing on one day's rest.
No,
you
can't.
They have to filter in some substitutions. But what goes, what goes unsaid a lot of times is how in pre-conference how these two coaches, these very experienced two coaches, have to monitor the minutes of their players because if you overtax the player, you overwork the players, the injuries don't come out in regards of a pulled muscle. They don't come out in September. They start to surface in October from overuse. And there's so much scientific data that goes in. Everyone's wearing GPS monitors. Everyone has first class training facilities and training staff to monitor all
And
this.
recovery facilities and recovery staff.
Yes, and it's all first class now. And
I mean, even back in your early days of coaching and back in my days of playing, okay, you had the ice bath, but it was literally just that, ice and a bath, and you got in. Same principle, a little bit different presentation, but as you made mention to, the science that goes in behind it is just phenomenal for the wellness of these student athletes, whether it be their first year, whether it be their fourth year, or whether for whatever reason they've gotten a fifth graduate year, however it is phrased, to keep them as best you can.
It was not unusual for college soccer teams to play back-to-back games, and very rare do you see a team playing 2 games in 3 days. And Pitt coming out with a little bit of juice now.
No, and we kind of saw this in the first half, but now again, the question and the key is going to be across the boards: how does both teams adjust? Adjust in trying to get things level at one for Pitt. Adjust and trying to maintain things for Penn, if not see a second goal to the board. But right now, Pitt just carving their way through people. This shot goes up. Falcon will collect it in the breadbasket. So the first opportunity goes to the visiting side, but the Quaker netminder in the proper position.
Now, Jay Vidovich made a lot of changes at halftime. We're going to try to get those changes to you.
This ball forward, and now right before the end of the first half, we saw things getting a little bit sporty as a foul called against freshman Miguel Bertrand for Pittsburgh. The referee offering a few moments of counsel as we get back underway. Leo Burney will plant a right foot, send the ball through the right side. And now it's a matter of possession. Pitt gets it right back. Now through the middle with room, left foot. Nice deflection. Good work by Connor Dawson, looks like, as he was able to get a foot to it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for Pittsburgh, but Penn's defense put to the task early.
Young Phil Falcon's going to have to deal with this crowded box. So it looks like there's about
Now,
25
yeah,
people in there.
now Pittsburgh's crowd to 6. And referee Andrea Polari, to paraphrase, okay, gentlemen, that'll be enough of this. Let us play on. As we get set to go, Falcon again is going to have to negotiate some traffic. Ball in near side, headed away by his back line. Pitt will reset again. Bending ball left, bouncing around, and clears the front of the goal mouth. Harmlessly out of bounds. Penn will have the goal kick.
Header won by Leo Burney, and not only is he a great player with the ball at his feet, it's a great header. He's also a great organizer in the back, and what I like about him is he's able to identify free people in the box, and to me that's a hallmark of a good central defender, which is why he's an All-American out of the Seattle Sounders Academy.
Planted left foot. Falcon. Panthers on the move. Middle of the field off to the right. Thorson. Top of the box. Pens have it back.
Dan, the changes that Pitt's made have been noticeable in just in terms of the intensity and the energy. They're looking to come out to press a little bit more, hurry some passes, as in the case right there.
Felipe Mercado got that one started up. Now just bouncing around. You talked about the fresher of the two teams in that first 45. Right now, that looks more like Pitt. Crisper passing, accurate placement, and now looks even better for proper advancement up the pitch as Pittsburgh works this right wing. But again, they're very neatly controlling the tempo of the movement. Maiufu starts one in the middle. Thorson, excuse me. Penn able to get the ball back.
So Albert Thorson wearing the number 9, but in the number 9 spot right now, the center forward position.
Now Pittsburgh drops back to their netminder. Little challenge from the Quakers, but none the worse for wear. Pitt turns.
Yeah, when we see Mercado, who started the first 3 games, did not start tonight, is a real engine in the midfield for the Panthers. Has already made a noticeable difference. Hey, my response, this is not Brian Gill's first poker game. He's an outstanding coach.
Yeah.
He's done an outstanding job taking over for an outstanding coach.
I was going to say, yeah, would you want to sit at a poker table with Brian Gill, knowing who he learned the finer points of playing poker, per se, in that of Rudy Fuller? Thank you, no. Pitt with the ball. Trying to go left side.
Rudy's son's in coaching now over at
and
assistant at Villanova.
We're getting to the point in our lives where the children of those that we worked with are now getting into the fields that we work with. As this one comes through, nice sliding tackle. It goes out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for Pittsburgh as they've been owning this first part. As we take a look at the replay once again, ball comes in, but great work from the slide. Goes out of bounds. And now Pittsburgh will have the corner kick on the far side. This is number 6. Again, Pitt crowding inside the 6. Loose ball in front. Comes out to the side of 18. Slapped away to midfield. Controlled by the visiting side, Casper Svenby. Ricardo. Back to the circle. Pitt definitely in better control in the early goings of this second act. Valley Manjana, top of the circle. Pittsburgh right wing, Gilman.
Yeah, so these changes that have been made by Pitt has really pinned Penn in their own end to start with, and Penn's doing the right thing. They're keeping their lines tight, staying organized, not allowing balls like that to beat them over the top.
But all in all, the ball has been living on
Yep,
this side
yep.
of the field. So Penn's going to have to make some adjustments or reinsert some players themselves to disrupt the harmony that of the Pitt attack right now.
And number 8, Felipe Mercado's made it right there on the ball's made a noticeable difference. Yeah, he's a guy that can be a forward option for you, what they call breaking lines, getting the ball turning, and a guy that can put players through as well.
Brandon Curran started that playoff. Pitt, though, getting it right back. And again, keeping possession for the visiting team. Now off to the right side. Off to the races, Wagner. But he gets his pocket picked. Mayufu.
Great defending there by Mateo Maiufa, the Frenchman who just came in at halftime, playing in the left back position.
No, Mayufu again played two, started two, did not get the opening nod tonight. But even though the stat sheet doesn't really reflect the numbers, Mayufu in the past couple of games has been right place, right time. Play on, says the referee, and now the foul will get called against the Quakers. And as always, they're going to try for the quick restart. And we spoke of substitutions. Coming back in, Korzanowski, Jack Ryan Jeremiah, as well as Patrick Haley. And coming out will be Jack Wagner, Brandon Curran, and Mathis for in.
It's just interesting to note, Dan. This is a third substitution moment for Penn. Mass players coming in at a time, as we saw late in the first half, 4 players come in at a time. Here, 3 players coming in at a time. Not normally the way that Brian Gill would coach his team, but with these new substitution rules, your substitution patterns change.
And it may be what they have to do in order for the overall plan to work. 33 minutes left to go here in the contest. Pittsburgh, again, been living on this side of the pitch, trying to find one to the proper side of the goal line. Here's a chance in front. Philip Falcon, the third, gets off his line and collects it.
Well, if the first 12 minutes or first 13 minutes are how the rest of the half is going to be, it's going to be a fun one because if Pitt remains in the Quakers' half, it's going to be interesting to see how Pitt can try to break them down. They've got skillful guys that can do it, but Penn is a very disciplined back four.
Yeah, and again, the discipline may become key. Last time out, Pittsburgh had Penn State. Was the flag down or not? Stas Korzanowski going all the way in. Stas off to the right. It's still loose. And making a great fight and coming away with it. Jack Mock, some confusion on the near side as the near side referee initially put the flag up. Let's take a look at that.
Yep.
Not sure if he was calling for the. So the flag had gone up long before this, but still Stas gets in right side, puts it to the right, unable to control it, so the ball is still open. Stas able to just lunge at it, make a contact to it, but Moxham does well to collect it.
What happened? What happened on that, Dan? What happened on that, Dan, is Stas Korzanowski came from behind. He came in from a deep run, so he was not offsides.
Right.
The Pitt bench was calling for an offsides. They have a little bit of confusion.
Well, given the actions of the near side official, I can actually understand the whys and the whats, but nonetheless, as you said, Stas came from behind the ball, and to come through, therefore not offside in the overall play. This one goes out of bounds as Stas tries to make it an advancement, and now Penn starting to put a little push on this side of the pitch.
would have been a huge moment in the match had Penn gone up 2-0 on that with potentially a controversial goal.
That
As
would
it
have
turned out, Pitt
stays as it
defended
is.
it well.
Korzanowski up against Mayufu. Mayufu listed in the book 5'7". Styles Korzanowski 6'4". Mayufu better with the feet and gets the ball free, and now Pittsburgh will try to advance through midfield.
Yeah, we're talking two players out of the back for Pitt. Kind of atypical of defenders for in terms of height. Jackson Gilman, the young man who is he had a little bit of an entourage here in the warm-ups. Had been kind of quiet, but he's a Pennsylvania native. He's the captain out of the Philadelphia Union Academy. I've been very impressed with his positioning and his defensive abilities. The number two playing the right center back position.
Player to watch indeed.
He's on the ball now.
And he brings it back through the circle, and they'll transfer Mayufu once again. Left side, Bertrand. Give and go, a little nudge, foul called. Kelly not happy with the call. Referee pretty much telling him, deal with it. Let us continue. Pittsburgh still with the ball. Under a half hour remaining. Pitt down by 1 as they press the ball right side. This out of bounds, and another corner kick awarded.
You know, the age-old story in soccer when when you're protecting a lead, when your team is more or less sitting in a low block, what we used to call packing it in. How do you break that down? Well, it takes patience. It takes the ball being moved quickly from side to side. An early diagonal cross is usually something that can get in behind and beat that packed-in defense. But a packed-in defense is, if it's done well, is very difficult.
Very difficult indeed as this one comes over, but back behind the net. Goal kick for the Quakers. Left foot up the left wing, back and forth. Trying to work through it. Bertrand does well. Give and go. Bertrand with the ball again, right near the line. Gets around Jack Ryan Jeremiah. Now left side, Pitt with some room, space, blocked, left. Out of bounds, throw in for the visiting side as Ben Doe got right into the proper place. This one to the corner flag now. And again, another throw in.
Nice piece of work before by the number 7, Miguel Bertrand, who we have not seen in the first half. Normally a starter. I started 3 games. I played in 3 games. I stand corrected.
Still working this left side. Pittsburgh trying to find some room. This one's going to one hop right to the assistant coaches.
We're probably going to want to see more wide opportunities for Pitt. Maybe some balls probed in. You still have a relatively inexperienced goalkeeper in Phil Falcon. Maybe want to test him out.
As now they're going to try to work the right, but good work by the defense of the Quakers as they'll work the left side of the field now, try to advance forward. Similar to what we saw in the first part of this second half, Pitt dominating the left side, but now here comes Korzanowski. Korzanowski with the lead, but too much on it, and Mr. Moxham will once again collect. Substitution set to come in as Guillermo Feitosa will come in for Pitt. as they try to change up fields. Still working the right side towards the corner.
Yeah, Dan, you got to be impressed by the discipline Penn has exhibited here, defending wise, playing in almost a 4-5-1. Um, when they're defending, leaving Stas Kurzanowski as the lone player up top, maybe as a guy that can retrieve balls coming out. But they've been very disciplined in keeping their lines tight, um, and sitting in a mid to low block.
Now trying to work left side. Here come the Quakers. Long pass through. Gaffney! Play on, says the referee. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a 6.
And that's where the Quakers are going to be dangerous. Charlie Gaffney's got a lot of speed up front. He's a good guy to counter off of.
So 2
Got it behind
opportunities.
dangerously. No call. No penalty called. Probably the right call.
Off to the right side. Pittsburgh trying to work their way right wing. Ball towards the line, still working.
This is the ball.
Ball in, top shelf off the roof.
So yeah, so we had mentioned one of the ways to try to break down that low block is to float in an early diagonal ball. Um, Unfortunately for Pitt, that the ball was off target. It was not the right accuracy. But that's one of the ways that you break it down. The players that are up front for Pitt, the ones that are up against the back four, they've got to be making these probing runs in behind to try to keep, the center backs honest, try to track them, and the speed of play in terms of moving the ball has got to be faster.
Just about 23 minutes remaining here in tonight's contest. Penn so far holding on to that 1-0 lead. Nice slide to disrupt. Kaeli trying to make the turn. Poking in. Pittsburgh gets it back. Now back to the left side. Feitosa. Left side of the box. Grenning. Grenning launches one. Gets blocked straight away and back out to the middle part of the field. Once again, they're going to try to get to the left. Anybody home in front to put it the proper way. Penn able to get it out of bounds.
Pitt mixing up their passing quite well. Find a little bit of space in between in the seams. Laid a low ball through.
Nice idea, but launches one well over the crossbar. As Casper Grenning had the good idea.
Quaker defense is bent, but they have not broken. Oliver Pratt's had a busy day
He
out on
has
the left
indeed.
fullback, out on the left side, and he has really done a good job.
21:20 left to go, and naturally Penn's going to take as much time off the clock as they can. As this ball through the lower part of the circle. First touch, Pittsburgh. Now Penn. Panthers have it back near side Grenning. Ball through. Leo Burney going to guide. He'll control, still in play. Dangerous ball. Bernie gets rid of it. Left side throw in.
Good defending there by Leo Burney.
Another opportunity. Deflected. Cleared. We're going to drop back. Villabajana sends it off to the right. Now going for the right corner. Inside of 18. Now at the box line. They're going to drop back a little bit. Under 20 minutes as the visitors look for a place to get a line started. Gaffney tried to launch one. Mateo Maiufu got in the way and sent it back out. Throw in for the Quakers. A little over 19 and a half. Trying to work their way in towards 18 once again. Left foot, bending, far post. Falcon punches out of the West Philly sky. Outside the box again. Left shot. Falcon went right. It got deflected. Pittsburgh starting to put on a press.
There's that diagonal ball that we had talked about. Mateo Maiufa, Phil Falcon dealt with it well. You got to admire the flank play from Pitt. Two dangerous players on both sides, on the right flank and the left flank. Bendo's another guy that's going to have a busy second half. Just trying to defend this left side here.
Down towards the line, deflected in front, and then just cleared away smartly. Very nicely done as Penn's defense could use a break. A little over 17 and a half as Moxham will clear it to the mid part of the field. A chance, right side, checks up, left foot!
Whoa.
Did not miss by much. Good idea as we take a look at it. Pittsburgh just makes the screen off to the right.
Wonderful ball played in behind.
Like I said, came across the front of the goal mouth.
And Pitt did the smart thing there when they regained possession of the ball. They just got in behind early.
The Rhodes Field faithful coming to life. Let's go, Penn. As the Quakers are through midfield. One hops inside the box. Falcon is just going to smartly cover it up. And this is the part now. Playing the rules as far as you can. Penn going to take as much time as possible with 16 minutes left.
And nothing's more frustrating to a player or a coaching staff.
As we heard the Pitt coaching staff in front of us, and rightfully so, encouraging to the official, let's go. as time is starting to work against the visiting side.
I don't know, the managing of the game, taking a few seconds every time the goalkeeper has possession of the ball, taking more time on throw-ins, taking more time on goal kicks, free kicks, all that little clock management, game management. Become, but if you're chasing the game,
No,
becomes
hey.
very frustrating. You know, sometimes it forces players to do things they normally wouldn't do,
Mm-hmm.
commit fouls they normally wouldn't do, take shots they normally wouldn't do.
As now Pitt on the move. 3 players race right, wide
Yeah, got
right.
to get something in early. There you go.
First touch, nice slide out. Again, Pitt though, players in positions. Majority of this half, that ball's lived on this side of the pitch. Now they're going to try again. Left side with a charge. Ball in front. To the gloves. Knocked out Falcon. The putback didn't miss much again. A corner kick as it got deflected. So Falcon, the first time this year, battle tested, and he came up strong. 14:45 left to go before the get.
Yeah,
Let's take a look.
yeah, the ball's cut back deep here, which is what Pitt should be doing. A nice shot on goal, deflection by Falcon, leading to the corner kick.
And Falcon made his decision early, punched the ball away. Pittsburgh right there, though, to get the punch back, and now another corner kick for Pittsburgh, their 8th corner of the night. And again, they're crowding inside the 6. Long ball, looking far post. Not touched, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Quakers. And the referees are stopping the clock for substitutions. 14:08 left to go as the Quakers are making their selections for this half. Owen Sullivan coming in. Marco Botane, part of the freshman class, along Sullivan, the sophomore. Aaron Messer coming out, which is a little bit of a surprise, but then again, Aaron Messer has really, like you said, at what point do you make sure that your player is okay?
Aaron Messer surely took his time getting off the field there,
Well,
trying
the
to
clock.
manage this game a little bit. Dan,
Well,
what
the
Pitt has
clock
done?
stopped, so. And Sakalowski was the other one.
Pitt is mixing up their attack well. When they regain the ball, when they regain possession, they're going a little bit faster now. They're getting down the line. They're playing in between the lines. They're looking for balls being cut back, and this is going to be a dangerous situation here.
A direct.
Penn has just been so disciplined defensively.
As we take a look at it one more time.
Yeah, one of the few fouls that we've seen in this half, in the defensive half for Penn. They've been so disciplined.
Ball on the left side. Trying to get on the 18 right now. Pittsburgh, again with the clock working slightly against their favor. They've got just under 13 minutes to get something done with this. Now back from the center of the pitch. Here they go again. Same play, left side. This one gets deflected away. Another corner kick opportunity.
What a classic matchup it's been here between Casper Grenning and Ben Doe on the left flank.
Quickly, a short corner kick. Pittsburgh wasting no time as they seem to fare well, but ball went out of bounds. I'm not sure what happened here, but nonetheless, it's a goal kick for the Quakers.
Yeah, I believe he thought he was offsides.
Not hearing any whistle. We crack just about 12 minutes left to go here in a second. Pitt set to make some substitutions. Luis Samka coming back into the ball game. Ball towards.
Great ball in between the lines there from Arnaud Vidichama to Felipe Mercado. Um, just a little bit impatient. Luis Samko coming in. I guess Jay Vidovich wants to put the 6'3" center forward from Frisco, Texas in. Maybe to win some of those aerial duels against Leo Burney. Well, Pitt has done a good job trying to break this down, but Penn has just run a master class in how to run that low block.
Interesting indeed. As Pitt's trying to work on top of 18. Settling down a little bit, a little over 10 minutes to go. Off to the right. Now back through midfield. Penn going to try to get a push. Good deflection. They get the ball back. A chance to work on some of this clock and an opportunity. Left side. Shot! Just missed, but a brilliant save. Jack Moxham saves the Panthers here in the latter part of the second half. Let's take a look.
Wonderful ball played in behind. I think that's Charlie Gaffney with the blazing speed. Game-changing save by Jack Moxham.
Moxham listed in the book 6'3" with the love of extension, not so much elevation. Able to get a glove to it and tipped it away. Penn, though, with the opportunity for a corner. Under 9:30 to go. Penn has had its opportunities in the second half to put this away as Casper Grenning comes back to the bench. This ball over. Out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the visitors.
Grenning put in a good shift here out on the left flank. Was matched with the intensity with Ben Doe as the right back. Now Jay Vidovich is going with Louis Samkow. Maybe a guy that can make some diagonal runs in behind. A guy that can be more of a presence in the air. Still plenty of time to go.
Plenty of time indeed.
Almost 9 minutes, and it's going to be a good 9 minutes, Dan.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting 9 minutes. Wherever you're watching, I hope you hang on. Bando stepped in front. Some contact, too much for the referee's liking. So a opportunity here for Pittsburgh. Owen Sullivan getting in the way. Again, here's the gamemanship you talked about. So now they're going to have Marco Botan getting away, bending ball in. It gets the, nice screen. Nice idea. I like the presentation. It goes out of bounds. Not sure if it's a goal kick or corner. It is a corner.
Ball played in. Wonderful ball played in here by Feitosa to the near post. A little touch.
Here it comes right back to live action. Far post, but up and over the goal line. And it'll be a goal kick for the Quakers. Just about 7.5 remaining. Clock is stopped with 7:34. As making substitutions, Ali Pratt coming back in.
Quaker substitution, leaving number 17, Charlie Gaffney, entering the 23, Oliver Pop.
Ball up through midfield. Foul called against Mr. Dahl. Too much contact for the liking as they're waiting on the ball to come back. And Leo Burney will take the kick. Clock running 7:05 as the ball sets to the right side. Little touch, defense is back. Trying to make the turn, and that's a foul. Was almost waiting for a yellow card. but none being have. Play continues. Under 7 minutes. The visitors, top of the circle, right side from our vantage point, working right to left, trying to get this level at 1. Penn looking for not only its first win of the 2024 campaign, but its third year in a row of a victory over a ranked opponent. Right side, dancing around, top of 18, trying to settle. And this one just sent back through midfield, a little bit of a clearing effort.
6:10 left to go, regardless of the result, and this has been a really good first game showing for the Quakers.
Oh, indeed. I mean, we always talk about knocking the rust off the first couple of games. How the rest of Division One's always a couple of weeks ahead of the Ivy Leagues getting started. Penn in a very good spot to start off the season with their next game coming up on Friday night, right back here at Rhodes Field. Left side, deflected, spinning off, throwing opportunity for Pitt again. 5:25 left to go. Ball comes back in. They do well to keep it on the wing. Dahl up top. Mercado still working. Dahl again. Another throw in. Every second counting as we push 5 minutes remaining left to go.
Serve it there.
Nice header. Good extension. Still up top. Opportunity. Left foot just a little high. Mateo Maiufu. Right idea. As a member of the Pitt Panthers is down, clock is stopped. 4:47.
Yeah, that early diagonal ball has been on a lot for Pitt tonight. It resulted in a rebound here that just went over the bar.
As it looks like Luis Samcow. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Felipe Mercado coming off with the assistance of the trainer, Mr. Anthony Bricker. So clock stopped, a little bit of a timeout as it were. 4:47 left to go. And we're going to take a quick step aside. When we come back, the exciting conclusion, 4:47 left to go. Penn's up by 1. Come back for more here on ESPN+. Pennsylvania, Penn 4:45 away from taking down the number 3 ranked team in the nation, the Pittsburgh Panthers. 2 games in 3 days playing at Penn State. And then traveling here to West Philadelphia to take on the Quakers. Once again, the left side of the box. Pittsburgh's been doing well to get things started there. Penn just chips one up back to midfield. Precious time coming off the clock as we crack 4
It's got to be
minutes.
so frustrating for Pitt. They've done so many things well in this half, in this end.
Ball out, another corner opportunity. Hard to believe that Pitt's got 10 corner kicks on the night. Nothing to show for it as of yet. But in the same breath, 10 corner kicks, and Penn's defense has stood strong. Ball in, short side, headed away. Very nicely done. Another corner kick. Falcon was airborne, trying to get the gloves in the way. But a brilliant header. Kept the 0 on the board. 3:15.
13 corner kicks for Pitt.
This one up and over the roof. Penn with a goal kick. And they will take their sweet old time on this one. 3:05. Falcon will set up on the near side corner of the 6. Left foot Good ball, midfield, near side. First touch, Pittsburgh. Second and third belong to visitors. Stas Korzanowski giving chase to Sorensen. Ball across midfield, just over 230, as once again Dahl, left side of the box. This is where they've been starting things up. Dahl goes in, looks for it, and wide right. And that'll be another goal kick. At first, I wasn't sure if that maybe caught somebody, but nonetheless, no call exists.
Pitt operating much of the second half down both the right and left flanks, still not able to produce that tying goal.
And that's the thing. That's where it speaks towards Penn's defense as the referee blowing the whistle. Come on, let's go. Under 2 minutes, left foot, back through midfield. Nice clear by Kaeli. Comes back to the goalkeeper. Mayufu, left side, 145. He cuts back to the middle. Villamajana. Pitt working right side. Out of bounds. Another corner kick. Pittsburgh, another corner. 118. Ball in low, near side, goes out of bounds. We'll try it again. Clock still running. Final minute to be called off by the public address announcer, Mr. Kevin Casey.
Last minute of play in our second half.
Bending ball, left side, heading up over the roof. The clock is stopped. 48 seconds. Now there's a question as far as the clock being stopped or to be stopped. We've adjusted the clock, so a correction now. There's a question from the Pittsburgh bench about as far as the right time on the clock. The referee stopped the clock and came over. The referee has asked for, I think, 52 seconds to be placed on the clock, and now they're going to talk about this for a second. Referee come over. "52 seconds on the clock."
There we go.
Brian Gill. And I can't blame him. All you saw was 52, and Brian Gill said, that looks like 52 minutes. Indeed. However, catching us up, 1-0 Penn, 52 seconds on the clock.
This one's not over yet, partner.
Oh, I'm glad I waited to take my blood pressure medication until later. A foul is called against Jackson Gilman. And that might have done it, as now Penn will have the opportunity to get things started. 30 seconds. And now we're stopping the clock again, or we're asking to go. Referee asked for the clock to be stopped. Now it's restarted at the start of play. Down to the corner. 23 seconds. Ball's picked off by Penn. Trying to eat some time. Back towards the corner. Jack Ryan Jeremiah.
Great play.
It's knocked over. Ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in.
Nice play there.
10 seconds. Being counted down. It's not going to come in. There it is. And for the first time in program history, Penn has taken down a top 5 ranked opponent. Penn wins 1-0 over the Pittsburgh Panthers, giving the visitors their first loss of the season. And for Penn, one heck of a way to start the 20.